Let me tell you what happened to me the other night. I wanted to create so badly Creative Bestie. And today I'm going to show you exactly why that's not always enough. Why you can't just want it bad enough to make yourself start. Because something happened to me a few nights ago that proved it. And I need to walk you through it. So go ahead, grab your journal, grab a beverage, and let's get into it. Before I jump into my story, I first want to discuss with you what I'll be making. I am going to be making what they call painty paper or collage paper. It's several different names, but somebody has coined the term painty paper. And basically what it is just pre-made papers that can go inside of your art journal, junk journal, whatever you want to collage in. So that is what we'll be making. So I won't be making an art journal page today. What I will be doing is making painty papers that are going to go inside of my art journal. And what I love about this technique is you get to make it and design it how you see fit. So with that being said, I want to show you a few that I have already made. And when I tell you I made these with things I already had inside of my home. Like this design is actually, I don't have it in front of me, but I wish I did. It came from one of my packing boxes. It was one of the things that they had stuffed inside to keep things from moving around. That's what created this design. This right here is actually whiteout, not white paint, but whiteout. And I had a stamp for this one. This looks like some, I called it Christmas paper. But so yes, we're going to be making some painty papers. And I actually made those for an art journal class that I had a couple weeks ago. We made those. So I thought it would be fun to show you how to make them. And then at a later date, we can use them inside of our art journals. With that being said, let's get started because I always have to have a story to tell you while I am making my art journal pages. But I want to be honest with you about something. I am in art school right now, actually enrolled, actually paying for it. And there have been weeks, and I mean weeks, where I didn't touch an assignment. I wanted to, I thought about it, I just didn't. And that got me to thinking because the same thing happens with my art journal. Days turn into weeks where the page just sits there and it's untouched. So here's the thing. I wanted to create. I wasn't lying to myself about that part. I just didn't. It's like everyone assumes if weeks go by without you creating, you just don't want it bad enough anymore. And that's so untrue. That's not what's happening. Like I stated, I'm enrolled in art school right now. I want this. Like I want to really learn how to paint. I want to learn how to draw. And there are still stretches where the assignment just sits there, completely untouched. So wanting isn't the missing ingredient. Something else is happening in that gap between wanting and doing. We're going to get this all over the page. If you don't want to have it completely covered, that's fine. If you just want to do a portion of it, but I want to do the whole page because I have so much of this paper, and this is actually paper that came out of some package that I got, and I'm just reusing it. Like I stated, I like to use things that I already have. Now, trust me, your girl will spend some good money buying stuff, but I have a lot of stuff that I reuse. I mean, why not? It's just sitting here. All right, so here's what's wild. This doesn't just show up in the big things, like an assignment sitting for 3 weeks. It shows up in the small stuff too, just faster. So the other night, I hosted a creative cinema night. And for those that do not know, I host a monthly, or I actually have two. I have a meetup community It's called Let's Create Some Shit. And then I have a school community that's called Start Creating Again Club. And inside of those two areas, I host a monthly movie night. And the movie is all about creativity, or it deals with some form of being creative in the movie. So anyway, like I stated, the other night I hosted my creative cinema night. And I had footage in my phone that I had taken of me, of the class. Well, not of me, but of the class. I just took my phone out and, just showed like us inside of the Zoom class. And I was like, I was going to post it. Thought about posting it. That was my intention of filming the video, was to post it. And I didn't. It literally just sat on my phone for like, I know it had to be well over an hour and a half before I finally put it out. So again, it's the same freeze, same pattern, just a different clock speed. Whether it's 3 weeks or 90 minutes, it's the same gap between wanting and doing. So we are going to let this dry. Really, it's just this part that needs to dry. And then I'm going to move on with the next part. But here's what I want you to understand about the hesitation. Whether it's a 3-week freeze or a 90-minute one, there's something living in the gap between wanting to do something and actually doing it. And every time I hesitate, every maybe later, every let me think about it, that fear gets a little louder and a little bigger. The more decisions I avoid, the more room it takes up. That's just what it is. And the more room it takes up, the louder that freeze feels next time. With the assignment, with the journal page, with whatever it is. So what I want to do now is I want to show you, if you don't have, I'm going to be using my dot tools. But if you don't have dot tools, it's always something inside your home that you can use to make dots or circles or whatever it is you're trying to make in a round way. So this is a top I got off something, not sure, but I use it to make dots. It could be the top of some paint, an old paint thing. You don't want to throw it away? Take the top off and you can use it. Well, this isn't all the way a circle. Let's just say we ain't going to use that. We have this. So like you could take this top, boom, 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 boom. And there you go. You have dots that you can make. The bottom of this, practically the same thing. You can make dots with it. But I'm going to use my dotting tool and I'm going to make a couple of different color dots. So getting back to what I was speaking on, how did I actually get unstuck with that footage? I want to say it wasn't motivation. It was also not wanting to feel ready. It was one rule I gave myself. Same day or it doesn't happen. If I capture something, be it video or picture, I share it before I go to sleep. I don't have to make me sharing it a big deal. And what I mean by that is I'm not about to try to make it look all glossed over and pretty and, sounding all, nice or whatever. No, not going to have some big caption. It could be just a story with one sentence. Done. That's it. With that is no decision left to make in the moment because the decision was already made ahead of time. We're just going to put things anywhere and everywhere. It doesn't matter. Mistakes are accepted. Now, getting back to my story, that's the rule that I'm trying to apply to my art journal and my assignments now. We have to lower the bar so far that there is no decision left to freeze on. Not finish the page. No, we're not even gonna wait to, or we're not even gonna put that in our heads to finish the page. It's starting the page, opening up the art journal. That's it. Opening up and then telling ourselves, okay, we're not gonna make this hard. What's near me? Is it a marker? Is it my paint? Is it a pencil? Go ahead and make a mark. That's it. That's all you have to do. Start with a mark. Start with a splatter. Start with whatever you can do just in that moment, just to get you started. Don't overthink it. This is so meditative. Like, I can just make dots for days. They don't have to be perfect. Make them coming off the page. Make them faded. Creative bestie, listen to me. You are not lazy, and you are not the only one this happens to. As I stated before, I am in art school right now, and I still go weeks without touching an assignment. So wanting to create isn't always enough on its own, but you don't need more motivation. You need one less decision to make in the moment. Subscribe, because we're going deeper into this every week. And drop a comment. What's one thing you've been sitting on that you haven't started or finished yet? Let's talk about it. Now go make something.